Good morning. When I look at the bigger picture and think about the meanest thing that our government has done and continues to do is calling something something else, because it uh, it gives people a false sense of knowledge, and it is the key strategy to people in power concealing truth and getting what they want. Um, I want our government to continue to stay in power. The most evil agenda, though, is underway, and it's all being led by the military. And when things come up that they don't want to talk about, they use a strategy of saying things are top secret, or, in other words, staring and ignoring. These two things that are prevalent all across our executive branch and military are preventing heaven on earth from occurring. People are afraid to tell the truth, and people who do end up getting harassed and stalked. That's because of people calling something something else. So how do we fix it? It's your thinking that needs to change. A blind trust in government will not keep you safe. A blind trust in media delivering important information will not keep you informed. Believing the military, who hides free energy and a cure of cancer, you have to understand that they also have the technology to extend life into at least 100 years, probably two. So if you continue trusting people who hide that information, you're the fool. Waking up people has been the biggest challenge of my life, because they don't like the information I'm sharing. Everybody loves these. They love being connected to the world. And the fact is, this wave is extremely dangerous. Not so much for your health, because you're going to die, but for the next generation that's going to be born with a broken set of DNA. And government's solution to that is rolling out cures or procedures that will fix DNA. And people paying for it. This is how the rich will lose all of their wealth very quickly, because people will want to do elective procedures and they're going to pay through the nose for it. And all the people who are on Medicaid or don't have a lot of savings will be unable to fix their family line. Our government is completely responsible for the mess that we have today that nobody realizes is a problem. Please wake up, because it's your kids and grandkids who are not going to be able to compete against a population that does have intact DNA. The rationale our government uses is, well, we get all of our money from the wealthy. If you didn't know, the top 5% of the income group provides the government with 95% of its revenue. So people like me, and even people that live around that own $1 million and $5 million homes, those are not the people that our government listens to. Because in essence, we don't contribute anything. And our government now has so much money that is in overseas accounts, or God knows where, probably in the stock market, so that it can create depressions and recessions. I mean, they bought Ford stock when it was down to 1 cent per share to save them, but then sold off the shares. They used our money to make more money. It's just like these corporations today, because they learned from the government that they can get away with it, that you can ask your customers to round up for charity. Let me tell you what that means. You lose your pennies, but because they have millions of customers, they all of a sudden have free money, which then they donate in big chunks and get a tax-deductible charitable contribution. So they make more in their profits and in their revenue. Their bottom line becomes more profit-laden. The next group to be attacked are the rich, with this DNA breaking reality that is 5G. We need to return to 2.6 first, while we then have an open debate over what we're going to do to fix not just our DNA, but the DNA in trees and in grass and in birds and fish. The more time that we waste in addressing these problems, which are being created today, 24/7, 365, the more difficult it's going to be to fix in the future.